Hey y'all, it is your girl Chastity J, and I'm back with a quick message from God. Y'all, the last couple of days I've been seeing 323 repeatedly, and I just finished reading my Bible, and as I was about to close it, I ended up touching on flipping to Luke 3:23. And God is so strategic because lately he has been like reminding me about being obedient and about pouring into my ministry and just doing my job as a disciple and as a Christian, and just reminding me that I accepted the call. And so I kept saying 323, and I was gonna look it up later on, but God just reminded me Luke 3:23. And for those who don't know, it simply says, now Jesus himself was about 30 years old when he began his ministry. He was a son, so it was thought of Joseph. So that scripture, like God just was ministering to me really quickly that 323, I mean, God was just ministering to me really quick, just saying, reminder, I just had a 31st birthday. And I truly, truly, truly started my ministry last year when I turned 30. Like when I relocated to Dallas and just fully submitted to God and was like, God, this is your life, all of you, none of me. And, I just want to share some encouragement to y'all that this is the time. Like, this is the time. This is the time for you to be obedient, to walk fully in your purpose, to do whatever it is that God has already pressed on your heart and told you that you needed to be focused on in this season. Because I already told y'all, 2024 is our comeback year. And this is the year that God is opening doors that you probably didn't think could be open. You are going to reach heights that you never imagined. And you probably were used to being rejected for different jobs, for different opportunities, for experiences, relationships. And God is like, this is your year, sweetheart. This is your year. This is the year where you pour into everything fully that He has told you. Like, you are intentional. This is the year. That needs to be y'all word for the year, because that's my word for the year, is intentional. Like the connections that I made, the people that I share myself with, in all aspects. Every move that I make is intentional. And God also keeps showing me 414. And those that know, a lot of the time you associate that with Esther. 414, for such a time as this. And apply it to your life however it needs to be applied to. But God was just, when He had me read Luke 3:23, just was reminding me about, for such a time as this, for such a time as this, where your ministry is going to go globally. Those that know, mission trip in a couple months, but your ministry is going to go globally. Like, the people that you are going to touch and disciple and pour into isn't just going to be those that are locally. Like, I have a couple of videos that God has had me post on TikTok, and they are just taking off because I am being intentional. I am being obedient to God's leading, like words that He is telling me to record, encouragement He is telling me to share with y'all, because there's so many people that are waiting to hear from God. They're waiting to hear a certain prayer or something from God. And so I am just trying to be as obedient and intentional and, surrender to God and continuously saying, God, all of you, none of me. So I just want to share some encouragement with y'all. This is your time. This is your year. Take off in that ministry. You ain't even got to be 30 or in your 30s, but take off in your ministry. Be intentional. Focus on your purpose, whatever it is that God has told you your purpose is or led you. If you don't know what your purpose is, sit with God and figure out what your purpose is. Or just hit me up, baby. We can figure it out together. What is your purpose from God? But this is your year of intentionality. For such a time as this, God is blessing you. I keep telling y'all that this is the year that everything you lost or you thought you lost or you wouldn't receive, this is the year where God is going to be very intentional about every single move he makes in your life, every blessing that he gives you. So I just want y'all to just, be intentional in everything that you do. Even if you go into the grocery store, buy groceries, being intentional, what you're putting in your body, being more healthy, more cognizant of what you are eating, what you are drinking, the circles that you are are surrounding yourself with, the people you are in community with, the conversations you are involved in, what your eye gates and ear gates are attached to and connected to. Be mindful. Just be intentional with every single thing and every connection and every person, place, thing that you are doing. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. Take this word back to God. But if it, made you feel some type of way, it probably resonates with you. And I need you to go sit with God. But definitely want you to be intentional about everything that you are doing and, just being obedient and fully surrendering to God. If you need to, after this video, go and pray and sit with God and just say, God, I surrender to you. I surrender my heart's desires. I surrender my finances. I surrender my struggles. I surrender my lack. I surrender my spouse. I surrender any blessings and promises and things that I'm waiting to hear from. I surrender my job. Like, I surrender my expectations. Just surrender everything to God and then just release it. Just leave it there with Him. But all right, y'all, if you feel led to, please, please, please sow into my mission trip for Jamaica. I am collecting donations, so I would appreciate any and everything. As I've said before, share the link with others that you think would be able to sow and help your girl out so that I can go globally and disciple others and share God's love and grace and His glory with people. All right, y'all.